So this is now on writing and using proportional relationships. So remember that we always have to get our equation in y equals kx or y equals mx. I'm going to stick with y equals mx because we know that m stands for slope. So we always want to make sure, because it says write an equation that represents the situation. Well, it says the weight y of an object on Titan, one of Saturn's moons, is proportional to the weight x of the object on Earth. An object that weighs 105 pounds on Earth would weigh 15 pounds on Titan. So I have my weight of an object on Titan is my y, and the weight of an object on Earth is my x. So we always know that it's y over x for your slope. So it's Titan over Earth. So how much you weigh on Titan and how much an object weighs on Earth. So to write my equation, I would have to use 15, because that's my amount on Titan, over 105. If I were to simplify that, that would leave me with 1/7. So now what I'm left to do is this would be my slope. So what that means is that 1 pound on Titan is going to be 7 pounds on Earth. So I need to write that as an equation. So I have y equals 1/7 x. Now it says how much would a chunk of ice that weighs 3.5 pounds on Titan weigh on Earth? Well, 3.5 is our y value because that's what Titan is. So I would use my equation. So I have y equals 1/7 x. And I'm going to take my values. So I have 3.5 equals 1/7 x. I need to get x by itself. So because this is a fraction, I'm going to use inverse operation, which is multiplying by the reciprocal. So I have y is going to equal, or actually x is going to equal, I have 3.5 times 7, which is going to give me 24.5. Now you can't just leave that, you would have to include that it's pounds on Earth, and that would be your final answer. Another example of this is the daily wage y in dollars of a factory worker is proportional to the number of parts x assembled in a day. A worker who assembles 250 parts in a day earns $75. So I'm going to now write this equation that represents the solution. So I know that my slope, so I have to get in y equals mx, so I know my slope is y over x. Well, my y is standing for my money or my wages, and my x is standing for the assembled parts. So I know that a worker who assembles 250 parts earns $75 a day. So I would want to take 75 and put it over 250, because that's going to help me figure out what my rate is or what my slope is. So to simplify that, I would get it so that it's 3/10, because if you divide by 15, it's going to give you 3/10, or 25. Divide by 25 and it would give you 3/10. Then what you have to do is write it in the equation. So y equals 3/10 x. So that would be my final answer. Now it says, how much does the worker earn who assembles 300 parts in a day? So I have y equals 3/10 x. Well, the 300 parts is standing for my x value, so I'm trying to find my y. So what I'm going to do is I have y equals 3/10 times 300, which would end up giving me $90 for 300 parts.